If you had sold your home to one of these we buy as is for cash companies and thought everything was great, it was cash, it was a smooth deal, only to turn around and find out what they put it back on the market for with the realtor and what it sold for, would you feel angry? I'm Erica McLean, local realtor in Chicago. And today I have another property that I want to share with you that was sold to one of these we buy as is for cash investor companies and show you what happened. So let's get into it. This property was located in Lindenhurst, a suburb outside of Chicago. It was a single family home that was built in 2002, brick and vinyl, two-story colonial style. It has just under 2,500 square feet of living space, a total of 4 bedrooms, all on the second floor, and 2.5 baths. Now, the owner that sold it to one of these we buy as is investor companies originally bought it in 2014 and paid $250,000. So 10 years later, they sold it for cash to one of these companies. Let me show you what they sold it for. Okay, you could see here from the public records that they sold it to one of these companies for $305,000 on July 10th of 2024. Okay, so you saw what they paid for it. Now let me show you the description in the MLS and some interior photos they had. You're going to want to stick around to the end because I don't think this investor was expecting this at all. Okay, here is what they described it in the MLS. Attractive single-family home in Lindenhurst. Simply move in. New carpet installed and freshly painted throughout. Hardwood floors, which there were some hardwood floors there, but what they call hardwood floors is that LVT flooring, not real hardwood. Convenient first floor laundry and master suite with full master bath. New roof, full basement, attached two-car garage, welcome home, incredible location, close to all accommodations, blah, blah, blah. So it doesn't sound like they did anything except paint and put some flooring in. I don't know if they put the roof on or the previous owner did. Okay, the picture on the left is from the investor after they rehabbed it. The picture on the right is from when the previous owners purchased it, just a different angle. Okay, so the picture on the left is when the investor listed it. The picture on the right is from when the previous owner purchased it in 2014. So these hanging lights could have been put in by the previous owner after they purchased it in 2014. So the only thing that looks like the investor did here was put this vinyl wood flooring in. Okay, same with these two pictures, but they were shot at a different angle. But you could see the, built-in desk and everything there in the kitchen. And like I said, not much was done. Okay, now here's the master bath. You can see it's the same vanity top. Looks like they changed the fixtures or maybe just changed the covers. Definitely the same tub and same floor. Maybe they changed out the faucets, but again, that could have been done by the previous owners when they purchased it back in 2014. Okay, here again, This is the other full bath. On the left is, when the investor took it. On the right is from when the previous owner purchased it from that owner in 2014. Same vanity, same lights, same mirror, same faucet. Nothing was done except maybe a paint job. Okay, here's the master bedroom. Again, the left is, when the investor listed it. On the right is from 2 owners ago. That was the picture from when they bought it in 2014. So they put new carpeting in and they painted. Okay, remember I told you the investor purchased it July 10th for $305,000. They listed it on the market August 29th for $449,000. That's a significant increase, and I don't know, how much work they could have gotten done if they put all that flooring in and painting, because that's all they did. Then it wasn't selling. So on September 18th, they did a price reduction to $444,900. October 2nd, a price reduction to $439,900. October 16th, a price reduction to $429,900. October 31st, a price reduction to $419,900. November 27th, a price reduction to $414,900. January 15th, a price reduction to $409,900. Then, February 20th, they relisted it at $469,900. So they went up and down with the price. So maybe at first they didn't even put any carpet in and they thought that they were going to make that profit without doing anything. Then on February 26th, they reduced the price to $464,900. So maybe when they first put it on the market, they didn't paint or put any carpet down. They have no interior photos for that listing. But they thought that with doing absolutely, I guess, nothing, that they were going to make a profit of $144,900. That's why they kept reducing the price, I believe. And that's why then they decided they needed to do something. So they painted and they put in carpet and then they jacked the price up. So I really don't think that this investor was expecting this 183 days on the market. This is one that they thought that they were just going to relist and make a profit of over $100,000, which they do that sometimes without doing anything. So I believe they then later on did the carpet, the paint, and the flooring and raised the price up because of it. So let me show you what it actually sold for. Okay, you can see here they sold it for full list price, their last list price of $464,900. Okay, so at first they thought they were gonna make a profit, so they knew buying it for $305 was a lowball offer, that they thought that they were going to make almost $145,000 by not doing anything. But by painting, putting some carpeting in, putting some flooring in, they wound up selling it for almost $160,000 more than their fair cash offer that they gave to the seller. Now, these investors, this is their job, how they make a living. I don't have a problem with people flipping houses and making money that way. Had they bought this house at an auction, or it was a foreclosure or something like that, what I have a problem with is these investors convincing sellers that you're not going to get more than this. And if you list with a realtor, it's going to cost you more money, but they always list with a realtor because they know the more exposure helps drive the price up. So that is what I have a problem with, is when I feel like sellers are being taken advantage of by fast talking investors slash salespeople. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to know your thoughts on it. But I think definitely this is another case of where the seller left money on the table. If they would have spoken to a realtor, even with paying a real estate commission, they would have gotten more than they did selling to the seller. I hope you found this one informational, informative. Like, subscribe, contact me if you have any questions. Let me know what you think again in the comments. I would love to know your opinion on this one. But thanks for watching, and see you in hopefully another video.